Here's the question I've been wrestling with for the last couple of days. Does your personal life reflect your professional success? I have been talking with a lot of what the world would say very successful business people. They have very good financial stability. They have a very successful company. They've got employees. They've got a good position. They actually possibly have a good reputation. But when you ask them, how much time, energy, and effort have you taken to develop that professional success? And have you taken the same time, energy, and effort into developing your personal success? Can you say that the relationship with your wife is as strong and as deep and as intimate and as successful as it is in your professional life? The relationship with your kids. Do your kids know more of your provision but not as much of your presence? Do you have a sense of actual peace and contentment and happiness and resolve around kind of just who you are and who your life is right now? Or is there that angst? Is there that loneliness? Is that frustration? I've talked with men who have made millions and millions and millions of dollars, but have told me straight up that they would exchange all of that money if their wife would walk back into the house and say, "I love you, I want to be with you, I appreciate you." They have found out that the energy and the effort they've taken into building a successful professional practice is a very different skill set than it is from building a personal successful life. It's so easy to kind of measure your success in a business by balance sheets, by market share, by ROIs, but it's much, much harder to measure your personal success in your relationships and your inner peace. I've seen guys who can go into some of the most difficult negotiations. They're negotiating for millions and millions of dollars in contracts, and they can do that with confidence, they can do that with clarity, and yet when they have to go home and they have to have a hard conversation with their wife or their children, they lock up. They have no idea what tools to use, what language to use, because it's a very different skill set. What becomes harder for me is to watch these really successful guys have everything and then realize at the end of their career that they've invested time, energy, and effort into something that does not last. I actually take the scripture that says, "What does it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul?" I take that passage literally. I actually wonder how often people get to their end of their life and they go, "I've got everything I want physically, material-wise, and I am bankrupt in all of the things that matter, in all the things that actually carry on beyond this life, or could have made this life that I have much, much sweeter." Again, what I'm noticing or what I'm realizing is these successful business people don't have anyone to talk to. They don't have anyone to confide in. They don't have anyone to challenge. They don't have anyone to push back. And so they continue to just believe internally one more success, one more win, one more business milestone or check mark is going to kind of fill that gap until they achieve that gap, until they achieve that milestone, until they win that business, and they go, "That didn't do it. That didn't make me feel happy. That didn't make me feel fulfilled. And I'm still looking for that thing." I don't want to see that happen anymore. I don't want to see successful guys have everything in the world and internally they are bankrupt. Personally, they are lost. One of the most popular movies that was ever made has this theme about it. Can you tell me what it is? A little comment here, put it in the comments if you know what it is already. Citizen Kane. He says one word on his deathbed, Rosebud, which is the name of his sled that he had as a child. Citizen Kane had everything, one of the most powerful, influential men of his time. And they show all of his trappings, they show all of his financial and material success. And yet at the end of his life, none of it mattered. And he wanted to go back to something simpler and something that had more meaning. If you're hearing this video and you've been one of those people who are just kind of, you've been wrestling with these ideas. You've been kind of contemplating, what do I do with this? What do I do with all these questions I have? How do I deal with some of these emotions that I have? This is your wake-up call. This is your chance to go, maybe, just maybe, there is something else that I can do. Maybe I can spend as much time and energy and effort, or maybe I can learn how to do the things that invest into my personal life so that my professional success matches my personal success. Those are the things I want you to kind of wrestle with and contemplate today. Is this video going to be your wake-up call? Is this going to be the thing that says, okay, someone else is out there and realizing I'm not alone in how lonely I am. There's a lot of other successful people out there who are struggling with this. This is your wake-up call. This is your video that says, maybe I can start doing something today.